Lise from the Suomularum, and today we're going to make chickweat. It's made from chickpeas and wheat gluten and is great in stir fries and stews, or even with a salad or in a sandwich. Later in the video I'll show you how I can my chickweat so it can stay on the shelf for longer. We are Andy and Lise, a musician and an illustrator. This is where all our crazy ideas come together. Welcome to the Suomularum. Please subscribe to our channel. It's completely free. First, I prepare the broth. I pour about 3 liters of water into my soup pot and add 7 heaped tablespoons of the no-chick broth powder to it. I mix it well and let it heat up while I'm preparing the chickweat. You can click the link to see a short video about how I made the no-chick broth powder. We need 2 cups of chickpeas. These are my home canned ones, but you can also use the store-bought tinned chickpeas. If you'd like to see how I canned my own chickpeas, click on the link to watch the video. So I put 2 cups of drained chickpeas into the blender jug, together with 1 cup of the liquid, also called aquafabe. I then add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of light miso, one and a half teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Then blend it to a smooth consistency. I measure out 2 cups of Vital Wheat Gluten into a large bowl, then add the blended chickpeas and mix it well together. It quite quickly becomes a dough. Let it rest for 15 minutes to allow the gluten to develop. Prepare the food processor with a dough hook. Divide the dough into 2 parts and process them one at a time. Then beat the life out of each part for 7 to 8 minutes until it gets gooey and quite warm. This develops the gluten strands, giving the chickweat its texture. I have a very old food processor. It's a Siemens. It was the very best I could find at the time. It came with all sorts of accessories, and it has served me well for the best part of 40 years. But it is on its last legs now. I've just discovered a nasty crack in my dough hook, and it's only a matter of time before it breaks completely. So I'm trying to find a new one. If you have any recommendations for a good food processor, please let me know in the comments below. After about 7 to 8 minutes, the dough has become quite gooey. Give the dough a good stretch to develop the stringiness even further. Then wrap each piece in cheesecloth and tie off the ends. Pop them into the broth to simmer for 2 hours. It's important that it doesn't boil fully, as the seitan will then become spongy, and this will ruin the texture, so keep it to a gentle simmer. After 2 hours, take out the chickweat and let it drain and cool down. When it's cold enough to touch, unwrap the chickweat and pull it apart into shreds. This is the most satisfying moment. Notice how stringy it is now. Any chicken eater will be hard pressed to tell the difference. It both looks and tastes like chicken, except no chicken died in the process. Now it's time for canning. I used a small 240ml jelly jars. This is just enough for 2 people. I fill the jars to the 1-inch mark and then add the broth to the same level. In my case, I had too much above the 1-inch mark, so I divided the excess and got 1 more jar out of it. When all the jars are filled, use a debubble tool to get rid of any bubbles. Clean the rims with the vinegar cloth, pop the lids on and screw on the rings, finger tight. Then place them in the prepared canner. To see how to prepare the canner, see the canning chickpeas video linked below. Put the lid on and start the canning process. After venting for 10 minutes, put the weight on, let the pressure build up and process the chickweat jars for 2 hours. Then let the pressure come down naturally before opening the canner and taking the jars out. Listen for the satisfying pops as the jars seal, one by one. When the jars are cold enough to touch, take the rings off and wash the jars. You can now label and store the canned chickweat on the pantry shelf. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, give us a like. Please subscribe to our channel, it's completely free. And if you hit the little bell icon, you'll be notified when we upload new videos. And remember, in a world where you can be anything, be kind. Thank you.